But if you can expand a little on that particular, was it like a day? Was it a moment when you said, okay, this is the group that I really need to serve? Walk us through that. Like how did you have that? Just say, especially because our audience is healers and coaches. For a lot of them, the confusion is key, right? Of course, language is language, right?
Right.
But the point is, what was that story like? When did that moment happen when you realized, ki, this is who I'm meant to work with? Walk us through that. Like, how did that realization happen?
It was a very, very interesting and deep question. I truly, truly understand. Spirituality, and I take a lot of time and effort, a lot of self-doubt. कि ये चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा,
Correct.
सही है कि नहीं सही
Correct.
को नहीं.
Correct.
Yeah, it took me a little long time as well, but I'll answer the question in
Huh.
the phases, the way it keeps unfolding
Nice.
to me as well. So very first time, because as I mentioned, mostly the primary caregiver of a house is mom, and I always used to connect with them more in my early phase of life, like phase of this journey, because I think the kind of challenges that I was facing,
Right.
the emotional challenges, is mostly faced by them.
Correct.
So when I used to meet any mom and I used to tell them, and or even they know me already what I'm doing, they used to appreciate a lot of what I'm doing. Because somehow, somewhere they were finding their challenges and my challenges very common.
Right.
And they were surprised to see that someone, especially a man, is able to understand what a woman is going through.
Wow.
And he is able to say it out, speak it out loud. So they, for the first time, they did meet a man whom they need not to make them understand
Right.
their challenges. So they're feeling so glad about this. कि यार कोई समझ रहा है बिना कहे, right?
Right.
So I used to connect with them a lot. So initially my niche was I want to help only moms. Challenge is the same, yeah, but only moms. Slowly and steadily, when I actually moved to Canada for 1.5 years back, and when I met people here, so the dads here, I see the dads here are also very responsible. Not like us in India. यहाँ पे तो कुछ करना है, when the dad is not doing everything. They might not be as competent as their wives or the moms, but yes, they are putting a lot of efforts to do anything and everything. And that time I realized that they also need that. They also have same challenges, and they also need someone to be heard.
Right.
Someone they can understand them well as well. Because even the men has the feminine energy and the woman has the masculine energy. That time what I realize is I may not be working on the gender specific. I may be working on the energy specific. So maybe they already have some feminine energy, maybe men or the women, and that's what they are not something able to balance it out, or which is falling apart of. So I said, if I focus on that particular thing, then it would be man, it would be woman. Now it's a very great question, because in just 2 days back, even I was kind of confused. Did I take that or not? And just 2 days back, something came to my mind. There might be a lot of dads like me as well. Because if you talk to a woman, she will only understand. But if I talk to a man, few of the men will understand the journey I'm talking about. They will say, "तू पागल है? क्या किया इसमें? Time waste किया." Most of the men will do it only. Few of the men will appreciate this wow जो आपने किया है. So maybe that few of the men is someone who are also trying to do this. So maybe they are someone who also need it, because at that time I don't have anyone, the person to look up to. Okay, be अच्छा ऐसे example भी है. It is one of the other men as well. So then at that time I thought कि let's also add dads as well. As you mentioned, तक पहुंचना होगा वो पहुंच जाएगा.
Right.
जिस तक अंश तक आना होगा, इसका जरिया बनना होगा. That will fall apart of that.
Right. Wow. That's
So
wow.
then I finally decide mom that.
Okay.